Imagine your kidneys as two quiet bodyguards working the night shift for you, filtering nearly 50 gallons of blood every single day without ever asking for a raise, a break, or even a simple thank you. They don't complain, they don't flash warning lights on your skin, and they don't send you a notification when they're overwhelmed. They just keep going. But every time sugar slips into the picture through that innocent dessert, that sweet coffee, that nightly soda, those bodyguards are forced into overtime. Excess sugar doesn't just bump your blood glucose. It subtly changes the pressure and workload inside your kidneys, pushing them into a state of hyperfiltration where they filter more blood than they were ever designed to handle. At first, that sounds like they're doing a better job. But under the surface, it's the opposite. It's like revving your car engine at max RPM all day. Sure, it still runs, but quietly, the parts begin to wear out. The filters inside your kidneys, called nephrons, start to face this kind of silent strain, and here's the scary part. You don't feel it. There's no sharp pain, no obvious warning. By the time most people notice a problem, their kidneys can already have lost a huge portion of their function. That's why the idea of quitting sugar for 30 days isn't just a challenge or a trend. It's an act of protection for two organs that have been protecting you for years. The first 72 hours without sugar rarely feel like victory. For most people, they feel like chaos. Your brain, used to fast hits of glucose and sugar-driven dopamine, suddenly gets cut off from its favorite quick fuel. You might feel cranky, foggy, restless. You might think, "This can't be good for me. I feel worse." But that reaction isn't your body breaking, it's your nervous system recalibrating. While your thoughts are focused on cravings and mood swings, your kidneys are having a completely different experience. For the first time in years, they are not being drowned in excess sugar and all the harmful byproducts that come with it. With fewer blood sugar spikes, your kidneys begin to step back from that hyperfiltration state. The microscopic vessels inside them are under less pressure. Fluid balance starts to normalize. Levels of damaging compounds called advanced glycation end products AGEs, the molecules that accelerate cellular aging, begin to drop. From the inside, your kidneys are already breathing a sigh of relief, even while your mind is still arguing with your new habits. The storm you feel isn't punishment. It's proof that your body is moving away from dependence and toward balance. By the end of the first week, something remarkable begins to happen, even if it's still subtle. Deep inside you, your body starts clearing out years of invisible residue. Kidney stress markers begin trending in the right direction. Inflammation in the delicate tissues of the filtration units starts to cool down. And because your liver is also handling less sugar, liver fat begins to decrease, which indirectly lightens the load on your kidneys. You might notice your face looking a bit less puffy in the morning, or your fingers and ankles feeling a little less swollen by the end of the day. Your skin may look a bit clearer, your eyes a bit less tired. Those are not surface-level beauty perks. They are reflections of better filtration and less fluid retention. You are literally seeing signs of improved kidney function in the mirror. You're not just losing bloat. You're losing internal chaos that your kidneys have been quietly battling for years. Most people think of sugar as a weight or energy problem, but for your kidneys, sugar is a plumbing problem. Imagine pouring syrup through a coffee filter over and over again. At first it seems fine, but slowly, the filter clogs, the flow slows, and pressure builds behind it. That's what years of high sugar intake do inside your kidneys and blood vessels. Blood becomes thicker, vessels stiffen, pressure rises. The kidneys respond by working harder, until working harder becomes wearing out. The good news is that when you remove added sugar, that entire process begins to reverse. The blood moves more freely. The pressure against those delicate filters eases. The kidneys can return to what they were meant to do: steady, quiet, efficient cleaning instead of scrambling to manage syrup, like blood chemistry after every sugary meal. By the second and third week, your body enters one of the most powerful phases of this entire journey. Insulin levels begin to stabilize. Instead of huge spikes and crashes, your blood sugar levels smooth out into a healthier rhythm. The mitochondria, the little power plants inside your cells, start to work more efficiently, drawing energy more evenly instead of begging for fast sugar fixes. Your kidneys benefit directly from this new stability. Insulin resistance, which is fueled by constant sugar intake, is a major driver of kidney damage. When insulin resistance improves, kidney stress naturally falls. People often describe this stage as the moment when the lights turn back on. You wake up clearer, you sleep more deeply, your hunger feels normal, not like a craving, not like a panic. You're not standing in front of the pantry searching for sugar to make you feel okay. For the first time in a long time, your energy feels like it belongs to you again, not to your next snack. As all of this is happening, another quiet miracle begins inside those two bodyguards in your back. They start to repair what sugar has been slowly wearing down. Kidney tissue doesn't regenerate the way liver tissue does, but that doesn't mean it's helpless. When inflammation drops and pressure eases, the tiny structures inside your kidneys can strengthen their filtration barrier. Protein leakage decreases. Blood flow through the microscopic capillaries becomes smoother. The environment inside the kidneys shifts from inflamed and irritated to calm and functional. You might not feel that directly, but you feel the results. Fewer afternoon crashes, less swelling, more stable blood pressure, a deep sense that your body is finally settling. It's like a city fixing its roads at night. You may not see every repair crew, but you definitely feel the difference when you drive. By week 4, around day 30, your body finds a rhythm it may not have known for decades, especially if you've been consuming sugar regularly since you were young. Your blood pressure often begins to drop toward a healthier range. Your resting heart rate may become more stable. If you checked your labs, you'd likely see improvements in markers tied to metabolic and kidney health. But even without labs, you know something has shifted. The morning fog that once felt like just getting older begins to lift. Your body feels lighter, not just on the scale, but in the way your joints, your head, your gut, and your entire system move through the day. Your kidneys are no longer on the verge of burnout, they're back in control. And there is another layer to all of this that doctors and studies can't fully capture: the emotional shift. When your blood sugar steadies and your kidneys aren't stuck in crisis mode, your mood becomes more even. You're less irritable, you think more clearly, you handle stress without feeling like you're going to snap. You sleep deeper, wake up more rested, and experience cravings that are quieter and easier to say no to. You don't just feel healthier, you feel more like yourself. That is one of the most underappreciated gifts of supporting kidney health by quitting sugar. You get your mind back, you get your calm back, you get your confidence back. By the end of 30 days, this is about far more than what you've removed from your diet. It's about what you've given back to your body. You've given your kidneys breathing room. You've given your blood vessels a break from constant pressure. You've given your hormones a chance to reset. You've proven to yourself that healing doesn't always require a prescription or a perfect plan. It sometimes just requires the courage to stop pouring fuel on the fire. 30 days without sugar isn't deprivation. It's a declaration. You're telling your body, I'm on your side now. You're telling your kidneys, I see the work you've been doing, and I'm going to help you, not hurt you. And perhaps the most powerful part is this: once you've felt the difference, once you've tasted what it's like to wake up clear, to move through your day without crashing, to trust that your kidneys aren't being hammered by every snack and sip, going back to the old way doesn't feel comforting, it feels costly. So the question isn't, can 30 days without sugar really change my kidneys? You've already seen the answer is yes. The real question is, now that you know what your body can feel like, what will you choose next? You don't have to be perfect after this. You don't have to swear off dessert for the rest of your life. But now you understand the trade. Now you know what those extra daily sugars really cost, not just to your waistline, but to your kidneys, your energy, your clarity, and your future. And that knowledge is power. Every choice from here on is a vote for the kind of body you want to live in and the kind of life you want to keep living.